I'm meteorologist Meg Ryan. Tim is enjoying a nice long weekend. He certainly deserves it, but we're going to take a look at the weather and dive a little bit deeper because we have some interesting weather going on this weekend. Let's go ahead and let's pull on. Here we go. So looking at where we have been, this is pretty interesting to me. Look at all these cold temperatures. Keep in mind, our average high for this time of the year is 54, 53 degrees. Look how much cooler we've been, and this has been fairly consistent. The only anomaly to the week was Wednesday. We actually made it a little bit above average at 57, but it has been consistently cold. So tomorrow, I feel like it's going to feel a little bit different as we actually see more average temperatures. But an interesting day today, we saw that upper level energy come through as a clipper. We were on the southern edge of that, and we actually saw some snow showers, just some flurries, and even what we call grapple. That was kind of interesting to see. And you can see that wintry weather move across, and much more of it up to our north. So what we got today, that is out of here, and we have a fairly dry 7-day forecast. So a few snow reports, a lot up in the mountains. You can see those, but right here in the Piedmont Triad, we saw a few snow reports. These are all reports of seeing some snow. It was just flurries. And also, remember what I said, a nice technical term called grapple. So with this, here's the difference between sleet and grapple. So sleet is where the water refreezes into ice. So when precipitation leaves the clouds, it leaves it in the form of snow. If the air temperature remains below freezing from the clouds all the way to the ground, it will remain snow. But if at any point it gets above freezing, the snow melts. Then if it refreezes, it does not go back to snow, it goes back into ice. So that's the sleet that we see. Now, we saw something a little bit different. It had a softer consistency. It wasn't a little ice ball, it was soft. And that's what we call grapple. And this is where we have a partially melted snowflake. And it's going to collect on super cold water. And that is a lot of what we saw. It has a little bit of a bounce to it. It's pretty cool to see. Just something a little different we had in the Piedmont Triad today. So a little weather lesson for you. So we saw the clouds this morning. We saw some of that precipitation. You might have seen a little bit, but it was another cold day. 40 degrees was our high. That's 13 degrees colder than where we should be for this time of the year. We started off at 29, our average low 34, and look at these records, 77 degrees back in 2007 and only one back in 1958. We still need the rain, and we don't have a whole lot of rain chances even in the 7-day forecast. So right now in Greensboro, it's still chilly. 38 degrees, still looking at the clouds, but we'll see some clearing overnight tonight. A little bit of a breeze, making it feel more like 34, and the air is fairly dry. Dew point's about 36. So look at other temperatures across the area. It's 37 in Winston-Salem, 35 in Stoneville, 35 down in Siler City. Over in Wilkesboro, you're looking at 34 degrees right now. And compared to yesterday at this same time, not a whole lot different. About 1 or 2 degrees cooler. Burlington's just a little bit cooler at 4 degrees cooler than yesterday, and Boone's actually on the plus side. A little bit warmer there, if you can call it warm. And looking over the next 12 hours, you can see temperatures dropping off, and we're also seeing some clearing. So you're going to see a little bit more of the stars tonight, and temperatures getting down to about 28 degrees for tomorrow morning. But let's take a look at what's going on. So that low pressure you see disappearing, that's that clipper system that brought us that taste of winter weather this morning. But for tomorrow, high pressure builds in, and we have a warm return of air. So we're actually finally going to see temperatures near average tomorrow. It's probably going to feel warm because we've been so cold for the past week or so, but don't get used to it because look at that cold front. That comes through here on Sunday. Behind it, Arctic air. But let's look at the good news right now. Let's look at tomorrow because you do want to enjoy it for as much as you can. We're going to start off below freezing, 28 degrees, and we're going to have clouds in the morning. But then we're going to see the sun come out, lots of sunshine, and that's going to help warm us up. We're looking at temperatures 53, 54 degrees. So it's a nice day, great to get outside. When we have the meteor shower tomorrow night, it'll be great viewing for that. Also, the Sunset Hills running of the balls, that's tomorrow evening as well. A little chilly, but that's why you got to run, right? That's how you warm up. At least you don't have to worry about the precipitation with that. But taking a look at the weekend, it is a tale of 2 days. Saturday's the nice day. Sunshine, warmer, 53 degrees, and then Sunday will end up being a shock to the system. It's going to start off fairly normal in the morning, but in the afternoon, behind that cold front, that Arctic air is going to rush in. It's going to be one of those days where we actually see temperatures drop throughout the evening. And unfortunately, as those temperatures drop, the winds are going to pick up. So Sunday is going to be windy. And with that wind chill, that means it's going to feel like it's about 5 to 10 degrees. So let's take a look at this weather impact alert day. We're going to start this Sunday evening, and it's going to last until Monday morning. The impact is going to be bitterly cold and those wind chills. This is what it feels like because that wind picking up, it takes away some of that warmth away from your body. It's going to feel like it's anywhere from 0 to 10 degrees. So what you need to do, and this is late Sunday, try to limit your time outside. Plan those indoor chores. I'm sure you have a lot of them this time of the year. Maybe you're finishing up your Christmas decorating, doing some wrapping. But Monday morning, we have to think about leaving the house. If you're an adult and you're going to work, dress appropriately. But for the kids, think about the bus stop. I know they don't like to wear coats. They want to put the blankets on. That's fine. Give them a warm blanket. Give them 2 blankets because it's going to be so cold in the morning. Here's what we're talking about. Monday morning, middle teens. Air temperature-wise, it's going to be 16, 17 degrees. Look at Boone, 6 degrees. And we talked about the wind. So here we are Sunday morning, wind gusts 15, 20 miles per hour. But as we go through the day, look at them increase. We're talking getting close to 30 mile per hour winds, which means it's going to feel like it's about 6 degrees out there. So that's what we need to plan for, not just the actual air temperatures, but what is it going to feel like? The good news is this is a short-lived system. We had that dip in the jet stream, and then it's out of here. Then we return to a little bit more in the way of some average temperatures. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. Give me a second here, because I want to get you a nice look at your 7-day forecast, because this is a good story in terms of how fast this system is out of here. So what we're going to see is a change in terms of temperatures. We're going to see it rise as we head towards the end of the week.